Police have set up a dedicated unit to combat scams. The Anti-Scam Centre, which began operations in June, focuses on disrupting scam operations and minimizing victims' losses. This comes amid a surge in the number of scam cases. Over 16,000 crimes were reported in the first half of the year. That's a 7% increase from the same period last year. But the police say if the top 10 types of scams were excluded, the increase would have only been 0.5%. E-commerce scams remain the top type of scam in the first half of the year. There were over 1,400 cases. That's an increase of more than 40%. The total amount cheated, $1.2 million. Loan scams came in second place with nearly 700 cases reported and $2.2 million lost. That's more than double the number of cases from the same period last year. And it was a similar case for credit for sex scams. Cases more than doubled to around 450 cases, with $1.1 million cheated. But the Anti-Scam Centre has been trying to stem the scourge. Through the centre, banks can freeze suspect accounts in just days.
Johnny, as he wanted to be called, paid $1,000 for a staycation deal on online marketplace Carousell in April. He didn't think twice about it as he had used the platform before.
I actually proceeded to book the room because of that positive experience previously. And also because I was thinking, I'm going to transfer it to a bank account, so I thought, there was this paper trail and everything should be quite safe.
But he was later told the dates he wanted were unavailable. A refund was promised, but it never came. The spike in such scams was why the Anti-Scam Centre came about.
For the first 2 months of its setup, it has received a total of 1,047 reports, where victims suffered a total loss of $2.4 million. A total of 815 bank accounts were frozen, and 35% of the total amount scammed, which was around $840,000, had been recovered.
The centre is tackling the scourge on 3 platforms. First, it's worked with major local banks like DBS, OCBC and UOB to freeze bank accounts within a few days in order to quickly stop fund transfers. The process used to take 2 weeks. DBS will also station 1 employee at the centre.
Being the largest bank in Singapore, we have multiple consumer touchpoints, right? We have over 4 million customers, and we are committed to take proactive efforts to part 1 headcount in and do our part.
Second, the police have worked with telcos to swiftly terminate mobile lines used by scammers to disrupt their operations. Finally, the centre is also ramping up anti-scam efforts on digital platforms. An example was a measure by Carousell that allows users to tap into MyInfo, which is a government-developed service to verify user profiles. This can foil scammers who create multiple fake accounts under various monikers. Over half of e-commerce scams in the first half of the year took place on Carousell, usually through hotel room bookings and concert ticket sales.
We have about 22,000, 23,000 people who've already verified the identity since end of June. And our data has shown that the sellers with the verification, SingPass verification, they do have more chats than sellers without the MyInfo verification.
She added that the company also works with the Commercial Affairs Department in marketing campaigns as part of its outreach efforts.